a dramatic aerial view of a mysterious, fog-covered location with coordinates 18.019487, negative 76.829102 slowly fading in on the screen. There are places in this world that exist on the edge of reason. Hemmo and I, we were stationed at one of those places, somewhere hidden from the maps and minds of most men. We thought we had seen it all, but we were wrong. This was a location where reality bends. We witnessed things that can't be explained, things that shouldn't be real, ghosts in the corners of our eyes, whispers in the wind. But Hemmo, my partner, he didn't let any of it get to him. He stood firm, grounded in logic, while my senses were awakened to something far greater, something unknown. It wasn't long before I realized I had a gift for controlling fear, bending the will of men without force. I could walk into a room of criminals, look them dead in the eye, and say, "Go to the precinct, wait for me there." And they did. They waited however long it took, and when I arrived, they never fought back. They had already surrendered to something far stronger than cuffs or cells. But not everything could be solved by words. Crime was growing, spreading, festering. It was as if the very streets had turned against us. We were no longer just police officers. We became soldiers, warriors. The defense force needed us on the front lines. Our mission took us to a place called Warika, a place no man should ever go without knowing the price he'll pay. We were ordered to gather intelligence, but we found something far worse. The locals called it the haunted ground. Even the enemies feared it, and when we made our presence known, Tuikai, we were greeted with lead. Heavy gunfire from all sides. Soldiers and cops had already fallen, their bodies littering the ground, but we didn't retreat. Hemmo and I fought side by side, returning fire, holding our ground. We took them down, one by one, but the enemy, it wasn't just human. There was something more in Warika, something unseen, lurking in the shadows of battle. And we knew, deep down, that this fight wasn't just physical. And then it happened. I was hit. I could feel the bullet tear through me, the world around me slowing down to a crawl. Hemmo pulled me out of the line of fire. The mission wasn't over, but for me, it had to be. I was taken to the hospital, my body broken, but my spirit untouched. And even in that moment, I knew I wasn't done. Not yet. Lying in that hospital bed, I thought back to all the things we had seen. The ghosts, the whispers, the men who surrendered to fear. It all started to make sense. This wasn't just about crime or criminals. Hemmo and I, we were fighting something much bigger. A force beyond imagination, beyond reason, and it wasn't just me. Hemmo, the man who never believed, had seen it too. He wouldn't admit it, but I saw it in his eyes. The same realization had hit him. There are things in this world that don't care about logic or reason, things that exist in the space between the known and the unknown. We returned to that place one last time, Hemmo and I. This time, we weren't there to fight or arrest anyone. We were there to face whatever it was that had been haunting us, waiting in the shadows. And we did. We stood there, side by side, ready for whatever came next. John O.C. Woogum a man who had seen the other side of reality, Detective C.P.L. Hemmo, a man who refused to let the unknown break him. Together, we learned that some battles can't be won with bullets or force. Some battles are fought in the mind, in the soul, and those are the hardest battles of all.